slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Welcome, everybody, to today's live play-by-play of the Yankees versus the Braves. We are at the Braves training facility, Championship Stadium. Look forward to calling a good game. Want to extend an appreciation for all of y'all who have taken time to listen to a little bit of baseball today. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing. Welcome, Joe and Evan. Appreciate y'all being here.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
What's up, Ken? Everything good with you?
We are good to go.
Evan, doing well?
Doing awesome.
Awesome. And everybody in the chat, enjoy these two wonderful play-by-play people. They are awesome, and just enjoy. And I will be in with some scoreboard updates. And let's go Yankees! And we love each and every one of you. And thank you for taking time from your busy schedule and busy start of the weekend to be with us.
On YankeeMania this evening, they will be doing the WBC game, Yankees, or not the Yankees, freaking Team USA and Canada, to hop into their stream and listen to a little bit more baseball. I'm going to kick it over to Evan to announce today's lineups. Evan?
Yes. So starting off with the New York Yankees, leading off and playing center field is Trent Grisham. Batting second and playing third base is Max Schumann. Batting third and playing first base is Cody Bellinger. Hitting cleanup and playing left field is Randall Grichuk. Hitting fifth, playing shortstop is Ryan McMahon. Hitting sixth, playing right field is Oswaldo Cabrera. Hitting seventh, playing second base is Jonathan Ornelas. Hitting eighth and DHing will be Ernesto Martinez Jr. And batting ninth, catching will be Peyton Henry. And on the mound for the Yankees today, making his third appearance in spring training, will be Ryan Weathers. Now for the Atlanta Braves, leading off and playing shortstop will be Mauricio Dubon. Hitting second and playing second base will be Ozzie Albies. Hitting third and playing first base is Matt Olson. Hitting cleanup and playing third base is Austin Riley. Hitting fifth and playing left field will be Mike Yastrzemski. Hitting sixth and doing the catching for Atlanta today will be Jonah Heim. Hitting seventh and DHing is going to be Kyle Farmer. Hitting eighth and playing center field, Jose Azocar. And batting ninth, playing right field, will be Deshaun Kiersey Jr. And then on the mound for Atlanta today will be Didier Fuentes.
Thank you, Evan. Looking forward to a little bit of spring training baseball today. Curious about the Yankees lineup. Not understanding why they have Max Schumann playing third and
McMahon short.
Ryan McMahon is short.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
He's actually a shortstop, and McMahon is actually a third baseman.
Yeah.
Glad to see Grichuk in the lineup. Need to see what he's actually got to offer, since it's the heir apparent that he is going to be fourth outfielder, the way things are looking. So,
yes. And good to see how we looking forward to seeing how we do today against the Braves starting lineup. Obviously, most of their starters are in there today, so we'll see how Weathers does against them, and excited to see our lineup today. We'll see how Trent Grisham does again from the leadoff spot, and we'll see if he can continue some of his success that he had in the previous game against Toronto over to today's game.
Yes, sir. How are we feeling there, chat, about today's game? Excited? Think we got things going on? Drop a comment. Let us know that you're live. Welcome to the stream, Nosebleed. Jonathan? I know there are more of you sitting in the background. Pop a comment in there so we know who's here.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
It's funny. They call the park Cool Today Park,
Mhm.
but their complex is Championship Stadium Complex.
It's pretty cool.
They've got Trent Grisham leading off, and he is taking the last of his swings with his weight on his bat. Let's see. Let's hope good things come from Trent today. Looks like he's starting to get his timing in sync, and he's getting ready. And Fuentes is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. So we should be just about ready for the first pitch. This is Fuentes' second appearance in spring training. He is 20 years old, so he is a baby.
Atlanta, of course, looking to have a younger rotation this year, so we'll see how they do under new manager. I believe it's Weiss Jr., their new manager.
Walt, yeah. Great shortstop in his time frame. A lot of time with the Athletics. It says this lineup for Atlanta looks like it's 90% their actual starting league. And the first pitch for Fuentes is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that catches the outside portion of the plate for call strike one. Count is 0-1 on Grisham. And Fuentes sets, fires, and that fastball is fouled straight back. He brought that one in at 96. He's got a little bit of speed there. Trent's going to take time out, get recalibrated. If you can look at the flags coming in, the wind is blowing from right to left. And Grisham steps back into the box. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. And that is the first out. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Trent. Coming up to bat is Max Schumann, today's third baseman for the New York Yankees. Schumann is in the box. He's ready. Fuentes sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider breaks off the plate. Count is 1-0. Fuentes sets and fires, and his fastball is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike one. Another 97-mile-an-hour fastball. This young kid has got some heat. And Fuentes sets, fires, and this one is fouled sharply down the right field line. It's going to bend into the stands. Count is now 1-2 on Schumann. And Fuentes sets. Pitch is on the way. This one is Fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2 on Max. And Fuentes sets, fires, and this pitch is skied to center field. And Alcara is going to come in and make the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is the returning Cody Bellinger, our first baseman today. They have Yankees playing all over the field, and not sure why, but we're going to see it. And Fuentes sets, fires, and the first pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Belly. And Fuentes sets and fires, and this is right down the heart of Broadway. Another 97-mile-an-hour fastball for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Fuentes sets and fires, and that fastball is just a bit low. Count is no 2-1 on Belly. And Fuentes sets, fires, and the fastball rides inside. Count is now 3-1 on Cody. Fuentes sets and fires, and the ball is fouled down the third base line. Count is now full on Bellinger, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Belly waves at a pitch that is way off the plate for strike three. That is going to do it for the New York Yankees in the top of the first. Coming up in the bottom of the first is going to be Dubon, Albies, and Olsen, the regular everyday starters for the Atlanta Braves. Yankees obviously did not do anything against Fuentes. Let's see how our starter today, Ryan Weathers, is going to do against the top of the Braves order. What do you think there?
Well, I thought that the Yankee hitters didn't show much patience there. Trent Grisham was swinging early. This kid has good life on his pitches, really good life on his fastball and his off speed too. And I'd like to see the Yankees be a little bit more patient coming up here in these next couple of innings. But not much really to take away. I think that we just need to have better at-bats moving forward in this game and be prepared for the fastball over 95 miles per hour, 97, 98 mile per hour range, and the off-speed stuff as well.
I completely agree with you. And it looks like they are back from their commercial break. Dubon is heading to the batter's box. If I'm not mistaken, he was acquired from the Astros.
Yep.
And he sets and fires, and the first pitch is a fastball, 97 miles an hour off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Weathers sets, brings the next pitch, and this one is hammered to left field. This one is going, and gone. So Weathers gives up a leadoff home run to Mauricio Dubon. Hey, Corky, welcome to the stream. 2 pitches and down a run.
Not a good start. but it's okay. Spring training.
That's why you play it all the way out. Weather sets and fires, and the 98-mile-an-hour fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Albies is back at the plate, ready to go, and he waves weakly at a changeup down low. Count is 0-2 on Albies. And Weathers sets and fires, and the pitch is chopped foul. Count is going to remain 1-2. Albies is just returning from the World Baseball Classic. Weathers sets and fires, and the pitch is foul straight back.
Played for the Netherlands.
Yes, he did. And Weathers sets and fires. The pitch is a line drive down the right field line. Albies is rounding first, heading to second. He's going to cruise in with a leadoff double. Cabrera gets the ball in. Coming up to bat is Matt Olson, Braves first baseman. And apparently Andrew Jones is in the stadium today. Weather sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for a call. Strike one, another 97-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1 on Olson. Weathers checks on the runner at second. Fires, and the pitch is a slider in the dirt. Count is even at 1-up. And Weathers sets and fires, and this ball is chopped off the plate. Schumann is going to field it and fire to first base, but not before Albies advances to third. So the Braves have a runner at third with one out. Coming up to bat is their cleanup hitter, Austin Riley, the third baseman. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the strike zone for call. Strike one. And Weathers sets, fires, and the pitch is bounced through the drawn-in infield. And that is going to score another run, so that is an RBI single for Riley. Braves take a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Coming up to bat is the left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. That pitch that Weathers threw was 100 miles an hour. Advantage is always to the hitter when they draw the infield in. And Weathers sets and fires, and that 98-mile-an-hour fastball is going to catch the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Weathers sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. If you didn't know, Mike Yastrzemski is the grandson of former Boston Red Sox great Carl Yastrzemski. And the pitch is on the way, and Yastrzemski is going to get plunked in the back. So the Braves are now going to have runners at first and second with one out. Weathers is already at 15 pitches. Coming up to bat is going to be newly acquired catcher Jonah Heim, formerly of the Texas Rangers. Heim is in the box. And the pitch is on the way, and it is going to be a 100-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the inside corner for strike one. Count is 0-1. Weathers checks on the runner at second and fires, and this fastball, another 100 miles an hour, is just going to be a tad bit inside. Count is evened at 1-1. Weathers sets and fires, and this ball is bounced through the infield. It's going to make it into left field. And Riley is hustling around the base, and he is going to score. And that is the third run of the inning for the Braves. Weathers threw an 88-mile-an-hour changeup that's definitely sped up Heim's bat. Coming up to bat is Farmer. He is the DH for today. And they're having a meeting of the minds at the mound. Out. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field. And another run is going to score. So you scrimps the plates, and that is a RBI single for Farmer. Braves still have runners at first and second with one out. Weathers is at 19 pitches already.
Wow.
Coming up to bat is the center fielder, Ascar. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is going to catch the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Weathers checks on the runner. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low, but it is swung at by Azakar. Count is 0-2. Azakar is the eighth batter of the inning, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is slapped at first baseman. Bellinger is going to snag the line drive. Runner is going to make it back to first on time. Count is, or the Braves have runners at first and second with two outs. And the right fielder, Hersley, is coming up to bat. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Weathers sets and fires, and the pitch is going to dot the outside corner for strike two. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is lined at McMahon. McMahon is going to make the play for the third out of the inning. However, the Braves score 4 in the bottom of the fourth. Coming up to bat is going to be Ryan Grichuk, McMahon, and Cabrera. Definitely not an impressive outing for Weathers. Like I said, I'm very, very skeptical of whether he can actually be a starting pitcher in our rotation. Just goes to prove if you throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball with no movement, it is a hittable pitch. They were teeing off on him. Evan, what do you think?
Yeah, I have similar thoughts, Ken, with the Ryan Weathers inning there. Obviously, 4 runs allowed is not good, but this is why you work on things during spring training. And even if he's not a starter for the Yankees right away, he could still be used out of the bullpen. He does throw hard. He has a good fastball, a good slider, but he needs to work on some of his other off-speed pitches to be a little bit more unpredictable at times. His location was okay, but like you said, Ken, if he just throws a fastball at 99, 100 miles an hour with no movement, then it's very hittable. And these are professional players. They know how to hit pitches and they know how to go the opposite way. But as well, it's good for Weathers to show some of his weaknesses right now so that he can know how to improve for his next outing and for the season too. So we'll see how it goes with him and things to improve on, but I'm still liking what I see velocity-wise.
And we're going to be handing this one off to Evan to call the second inning.
Thank you very much. So here is Randall Grichuk to lead off against Fuentes. The first pitch on the way is a called strike. Count is 0-1 here on Grichuk. The 0-1 pitch is a slider that misses outside and low. Count is even at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way from Fuentes. And the righty deals, and this one is fouled away. So the count is now 1-2. 1-2 on Randall Grichuk. Fuentes with 17 pitches so far in the first 2 innings. Top of the second, 4-0 Atlanta. 1-2 pitch to Grichuk. And he takes one inside. Count is even at 2-2. 2-2 on the way to Randall. Fuentes ready to fire the 2-2 pitch. And he deals, and this one is swung on and fouled away. So count remains 2-2 on Grichuk. Here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fuentes fires, and this one misses outside and low. Count is now full 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch on the way. Fuentes fires, and this one is swung on and hit in the air to shallow left field. The third baseman, Riley, is going to be in foul territory to make this catch. So there's now one away here in the top of the second. Coming up to bat now for the Yankees will be Ryan McMahon, the shortstop. Fuentes steps on the bump. McMahon steps in the box. Here comes the first pitch on the way. Fuentes deals, and this one is a called strike on a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Fuentes fires, and this one is lined foul. Count now 0-2. 0-2 on Ryan McMahon. Here comes the pitch on the way, and Fuentes deals, and the fastball misses high and away. Count is now 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fuentes kicks and deals, and McMahon swings and misses on an outside pitch there with a slider by Fuentes. 2 away here in the top of the second. Good location there by Fuentes. So now up to bat for the Yankees is Oswaldo Cabrera. Here comes the first pitch on the way from Fuentes. He kicks and fires, and this one is in there for a called strike on an 87-mile-per-hour sweeper. Count is 0-1. Cabrera hitting from the left side, facing the righty Fuentes. The 0-1, and Fuentes deals, and he misses outside with the fastball. Count is now even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is on the way. Fuentes deals, and the fastball just catches the high part of the zone for a strike. However, Cabrera is going to challenge this one. And the pitch from ABS shows that it was a ball. Pitch missed about 0.8 of an inch above the zone, so the count is now 2-1 on Cabrera. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fuentes fires, and this one is fouled away right behind home plate into the netting. Count is now even at 2-2 on Cabrera. Fuentes making quick work of the Yankees so far in the second inning. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fuentes fires, and this one is swung on and missed. 87-mile-per-hour sweeper that starts outside, and it ends up in the inside corner. Cabrera swings and misses, and that will do it for the Yankees in the top of the second. Coming up for the Braves in their bottom of the second inning will be Mauricio Dubon, Ozzie Albies, and Matt Olson.
Welcome, FJ. Appreciate you being here in the stream. For those of you just hopping into the stream, we are heading to the bottom of the second. The Braves lead the Yankees 4-0. Weathers has had a rough outing thus far, giving up 4 runs in the bottom of the first. Yankees have counted for 4 strikeouts already. Welcome to the stream, Jason. Appreciate you being here. The Yankees are looking pretty lifeless thus far. Hopefully we will bounce back and get in this game. But as I always say, how do you eat a dinosaur?
One bite at a time.
Simple answer is 1 bite at a time. That's exactly correct.
Correct, sir.
We just have to start chipping away at this lead, and we'll be okay.
Yes, obviously some concerning things, but the most concerning to me is 4 strikeouts so far from these Yankee hitters and guys that will be part of our lineup and our bench. So we can't already have 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. We can't double up on the strikeout inning ratio. So need to improve a little bit there. But overall, this is on Weathers so far today. Not a good outing. So here we go with Mauricio Dubon stepping up to the dish. He hit a solo home run to start off this game against Weathers, who is back out there. First pitch on the way from the lefty Weathers. He fires, and the fastball is swung on and fouled into the netting behind home plate. Count is 0-1 on Dubon. Dubon got the Braves started with a solo home run in the bottom of the first. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way from Weathers. He fires, and this one is a sweeper that misses down low in the dirt. Count is now even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way from Weathers. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and Weathers fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed from Dubon. Count is now 1-2. 1-2 count here on Dubon. The Braves lead 4-0 in the bottom of the second over the Yankees. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. Weathers fires, and the pitch is swung on and grounded foul right behind the plate. Count remains 1-2 on Dubon. 1-2 pitch on the way here from Weathers. Dubon steps back in. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. Weathers fires, and the pitch is in there for a called strike 3. So that's the first strikeout on the day for Ryan Weathers, who looks to bounce back in the bottom of the second inning. Up to bat now will be Ozzy Albies, who hit a double his first time up and scored the Braves' second run of the day. Here comes the first pitch on the way. Weathers deals, and the sweeper is cut on and missed in the dirt by Albies, and the count is 0-1. Albies scored in the first inning on an Austin Riley single. Here comes the pitch on the way to Albies, and he takes the slider outside, just off the plate. Count is now even 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the second inning, nobody on base. 1-1 pitch on the way to Albies. Weathers deals, and this one is swung on and lined in the air to right field. Cabrera moves back a few steps, and he makes the catch. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second for Weathers, who is doing a nice job of bouncing back. 34 pitches on the day so far for Weathers through the first 1 2/3. Here is now Matt Olson up to hit for the Braves. First pitch from Weathers, he fires, and this one is swung on and grounded foul outside of first. Count is 0-1 on Olson. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way from Weathers. Weathers fires, and this one is just off the plate. On the outside corner, just misses. Count is now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is on the way. Weathers kicks and deals, and the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Good sleeper there by Weathers. Count is now 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Weathers. He kicks and fires, and this one is swung on and missed. Ryan Weathers has his second strikeout of the day as he gets Matt Olson flailing on a outside sweeper. And so now we'll go to the third inning, and we'll hand this one back off to Ken for the third.
Thank you. That was a great call.
Thank you.
Thank you for all of you guys who have popped in to listen to a little bit of spring training baseball. Your support is most appreciated. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the NY YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. If you are already subscribed, make sure your notifications are on so that you'll know every time that we are live and not Memorex.
Ken, what did you like from Weathers there in the second?
Weathers had a nice bounce back inning. He was working on his secondary pitches and not trying to overpower everybody. And that was much more effective.
Yep.
So, chat, do we feel that we can come back in this game, or is our goose already cooked? Drop a comment and let us know what you think.
We can come back in this one. No problem.
And the first pitch from Fuentes is a sweeper off the plate. Ornelas was showing bunt. Pull the bat back. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Fuentes sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Ornelas. Pitch is on the way, and this is tapped to Fuentes. He feels it and fires to first base to record the first out of the inning. And Martinez is in the box. First pitch is on the way, and the 97 mile an hour fastball is swung on and missed. It was actually past Martinez when he swung. And the pitch is on the way, and the splitter is just a bit low. Count is evened at 1-1. Fuentes sets and fires, and next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Martinez. And the pitch is a fastball that is challenged. I think we're about to lose our first challenge. And the call is confirmed that that was a strike. So the Yankees now lose their first challenge.
Yep.
He called that one as a pride matter because it damn sure was a strike. I don't know how he thought it wasn't.
You got to swing the damn bat, bro. I mean, come on.
And coming up to bat is Henry. The first pitch is on the way, and this is flat foul down the right field line. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is a sweeper swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 now. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the top of the third. Braves lead the Yankees 4-0. There are 2 outs with no runners on. And an 0-2 count on our catcher, Peyton Henry. Pitch is on the way, and this one is chopped foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 0-2. No, Jake Weathers has not looked good. Fuentes sets and fires, and this ball is chopped to Ozzie Albies. He sets and fires to Olsen, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is Austin Riley, Mike Yastrzemski, and Jonah Heim. We're going to bring Joe up to give us a little bit of scoreboard update and any other news that he may have from NY YankeeMania. Welcome, Joe.
How you doing, guys? Not a great outing so far, huh?
Not very good.
Like, it's totally different picture from what we saw in the first start or two. Well, everyone, we don't have much to report, but besides the Braves 4-0 over the Yankees, we only have the Phillies 2, the Orioles nothing, bottom 2. Nothing, Tampa Red Sox top 3. The Blue Jays lead the Twins 2-0, bottom 2. And everything else is later today. Padres, Athletics, Cubs, White Sox. Athletic Brewers, Guardians, Angels, Texas, Colorado, Pittsburgh Tigers, Mets at Washington, Houston Cardinals, Marlins and Mets. They have a split squad. The Mets, Cincinnati, and the Giants. The Diamondbacks, the Royals, the Giants, and Reds, all later tonight, and the Dodgers, Mariners. So only really 3 games going on right now, everyone. That's where we are at this point. As we all know, the WBC game tonight, headed by Evan, calling the game of USA versus Canada, should be a classic. And Ken, by any chance, there's any chance you coming up and saying hello and maybe rah-rahing the United States of America, that would be great too. I also will be giving updates. And remember, everyone, before I go, tonight at around 10:30 or so, I will be calling live on YouTube TV, YouTube Live, the Rhea Ripley match against Jay Cargo for WWE Women's Undisputed Championship. And I'm looking forward to calling that for everyone. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the game. We'll see you later. Guys, do those great play-by-plays that you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Yep. And Austin Riley is up to bat. The first pitch was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball that painted the inside quarter of the strike zone for call strike 1. And then Weathers threw his second pitch that ended up hitting the dirt and bouncing to the backstop. Weathers sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Weathers sets, pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low. Count is even at 2-2.
What color is your goose?
Actually, that one broke so far inside that it actually hit Riley. So he is stripping his crap off and heading to first. Coming up to bat is Mike Yastrzemski. And it so happened that in his first at-bat, he was hit by the pitch 2. Weathers sets and fires, and the fastball catches the outside of the strike zone for call strike 1. Count is 0-1. I think Weathers got a little bit of a gift on that one.
Sure did.
Weathers sets, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Yastrzemski takes timeout, steps out of the box. And Weathers sets. And he fires over to first base. Pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper breaks off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. And Weathers sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to the second baseman, flipped to the shortstop, and relayed to first. So that is a 4-6-3 double play. One killing to put 2 Ducks out of their misery. Weathers sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is weakly swung on for call strike 1. I looked completely fooled by that 90-mile-an-hour slider. Weathers sets and fires, and the changeup is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. if Weathers was working right, he'd throw a fastball right up above the letters. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is fouled off to the right first base side. Not as high as I'd like to see it, but it was a fastball. Now that he's got his eyes looking for the fastball, time to drop a sweeper in. And Weathers sets, fires, and the sweeper is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Hey, Nick, welcome to the stream. Welcome, Sean. Time steps back into the box. Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is guide to center field. Actually, right center field, and Cabrera is going to make the play in right center field. That is going to do it for the Braves in the bottom of the third. Heading to the top of the fourth is going to be Trent Grisham, Max Schumann, and Cody Bellinger. I want to thank all of y'all for being here. If you haven't, please hit the like button. Share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. And if you are subscribed, make sure that your notifications are hit so that you know every time we're live and not Memorex. And I'm going to hand the top of the fourth off to Evan.
Thank you very much, Ken. Great call for the third inning. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. My partner in crime tonight, Chef Nick, will be calling the WBC game Team USA against Team Canada tonight on YankeeMania and World Sports Mania Entertainment. So we thank you guys for subscribing. I believe we only need one more subscriber to get to 50 on that channel. So we would appreciate it if you are the lucky number 50. If you're just joining the stream as well, I'd like to recap what happened so far before the top of the fourth very quickly. So the Braves got their first run on a Mauricio Dubon home run. They got their second run on an Austin Riley single, scoring Ozzie Albies. They got their third run on a Jonah Heim single, scoring Austin Riley. And they got their fourth run by a Kyle Farmer single, scoring Mikey Yastrzemski. And one good thing that I noticed about Weathers in that inning was that he used his changeup to get the double play. His off speed is working very well today. His fastball, not so much. Does have good velocity on the fastball, though. Leading off for the Yankees in the top of the fourth will be Trent Grisham, our leadoff hitter. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout back in the first inning, and that was on 3 pitches. So the new pitcher in for Atlanta is the left-handed pitcher Dylan Dodd. First pitch on the way to Grisham. It's a fastball that misses high. Count is 1-0 on Trent. The 1-0 pitch on the way from Dodd here in the top of the fourth. Dodd at the set, delivers, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. Count is 1-1. 1-1 count on Trent Grisham. They got the Braves mascot blooper up there in the press box. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way, and Grisham swings and hits this one on the ground to first. Olsen has it, flips over to Dodd, covering first base, and gets Grisham in time for the first out in the top of the fourth. So 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. That will bring up the third baseman, Max Schumann. Schumann is 0 for 1 today with a fly out back in the first. Here comes the first pitch on the way from Dodd. Keep showing the Braves mascot. Okay. Here comes the first pitch on the way, and the slider misses inside on Schumann. Count is 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way from Dodd. He fires, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. Count is 1-1. A fastball that hits the top of the strike zone. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way from Dodd. Fires the 1-1 pitch. And Schumann swings and fouls this one right behind home plate. Count is now 1-2 on Schumann. Here is the 1-2 pitch on the way from Dodd. Schumann ready to face the 1-2. Here comes the pitch. And this one is swung on, hit in the air pretty weakly to right field, coming in as the right fielder, and that will drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. Schumann rounds first, heads to second, and he gets in there safely under the tag of Dubon. So Schumann picks up a double and the Yankees' first hit of the game. And that will bring up the Yankees' first baseman, Cody Bellinger. So a runner in scoring position here. Max Schumann is on second base with 1 out in the top of the fourth. First pitch on the way to the lefty Bellinger from the lefty Dylan Dodd. Dodd is ready to fire, and he deals. First pitch is in there for a called strike one. Looked a little bit high, but was in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Bellinger. Dodd ready to fire. He deals, and the pitch is just off the plate. Count is now even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way here from Dodd. Here comes the 1-1. Dodd looks back at second and now fires. And the pitch is cut on and missed. That was a low cutter, I believe, at 86 miles an hour. So the count is now 1-2 on Bellinger. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Dodd is ready to fire, and this one is taken high for ball 2. Count is now even at deuce. Or 2-2, and how do you do? 2-2 pitch on the way from Dodd. Looks back at second, and now turns back and fires to second, and Schumann is back in there safely on the pickoff attempt. So we'll do the 2-2 again momentarily. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Dodd looks back at second, now fires home, and the pitch is swung on and grounded up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Schumann easily comes around to score. And the New York Yankees are on the board. It's 4-1 Atlanta. Bellinger picks up his RBI single there, scoring Schumann. As Ken says, one bite at a time. And the Yankees score their first run of the game. So now up to bat for the Yankees is going to be Randall Grichuk. First pitch on the way to Grichuk from the lefty is just off the plate, misses outside. Count is 1-0.
Welcome to the stream, Deadly and Bill.
Welcome, everyone. We'll see how Grichuk fares against the lefty. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Dodd. He fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-1 on Grichuk. Grichuk supposedly does very well against left-handed pitching. Here comes the 1-1 on the way. Dodd is at the set, and he fires the 1-1 pitch, and this one is in there for a called strike. Count is now 1-2. 1-2 on Grichuk. Yankees have a runner on first and 1 out. Bellinger picked up an RBI single to put the Yankees on the board. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. Dodd sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Looked like a low sweeper in the dirt. Got Grichuk to swing and miss. And now there's 2 away in the top of the 4th. Grichuk looked lost in that at-bat. And now that will bring up the lefty Ryan McMahon. First pitch on the way here from Dodd. And he fires the first pitch, and the sweeper is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1 on McMahon. Bellinger picked up his RBI single here, scoring the first Yankee run of the game. McMahon is at the plate. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Dodd sets and fires, and the 0-1 is swung on and fouled away. Count is now 0-2 on Ryan McMahon. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Dodd is ready to fire the 0-2. 0-2 pitch to McMahon is swung on and lined foul right behind the plate. Count remains 0-2. Pitch on the way from Dodd to McMahon. Here comes the 0-2. Dodd kicks and deals, and the 0-2 is in the dirt, gets past the catcher, and Bellinger will steal second base easily. So now the Yankees have another runner in scoring position here with Bellinger at second base. So the 1-2 pitch is on the way. Dodd is at 20 pitches in the top of the 4th. Here comes the 1-2 on the way to McMahon. Dodd looks back at second and now fires the pitch, and McMahon swings and misses at a sweeper in the dirt. So McMahon goes down swinging for the second time today, and the Yankees surrender a base runner, but they do score a run on a RBI single from Cody Bellinger. Braves lead 4-1. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th.
Not exactly sure you could call that a swing. It was more like a wave, guessing where the ball was going to be at, because he damn sure didn't have a clue.
Bad swings by
Bad
Grichuk.
situational hitting.
That was very bad. I did not like those swings by Grichuk and McMahon there.
Nope. Neither one of them. Hey, Brandon, welcome to the stream. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, we are heading to the bottom of the 4th. The score is 4-1 Braves. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th for the Braves is Farmer, Azakar, and Kearsley. Not sure if Weathers is coming out for another inning or not. Maybe, maybe not. If you haven't, please hit the like button. Share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the NY YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. And if you are a member, make sure that your notifications are set so that you can know every time we're on live in Memorex. Appreciate y'all's support.
Brandon, Team USA is playing tonight, not the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge is playing. He's a member of the Yankees, but not the whole team.
I don't understand, Brandon. You subscribed or you became a member?
It would have shown up here if he became a member.
Okay.
All right, bottom of the 4th inning we go. Braves lead 4-1. Ryan Weathers is back on the mound. The 1-0 pitch on the way is swung on and lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Kyle Farmer. So he reaches first, and that will bring up the center fielder, Jose Azokar. Weathers has 53 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth inning, has 2 strikeouts, I believe. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Azokar, and he swings and misses at a 98-mile-per-hour fastball up in the zone. Count is 0-1. 0-1 on Azokar. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way. Weathers kicks and fires, and the pitch is swung on and grounded to third. Schumann with the backhand throws over to first, not in time to get Azokar at first. He will reach first base on an infield single. So now the Braves have runners on first and second with nobody out. Schumann was not able to corral that one after he made the backhand stop, and not in time to get Azokar.
Brandon,
So
the Yankees are playing the Braves.
Yes. So that one I'll bring up the right fielder, Kiersey Jr. First pitch on the way to Kiersey, and Weathers steps off, looks back the runner at second. This is Deshaun Kiersey Jr. up to bat, the lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch on the way from Weathers. Looks back at second, now kicks and deals, and the sweeper is down low in the dirt for ball 1. Count is 1-0. 1-0 on Kiersey. Farmer at second, Azokar at first. Braves lead 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Weathers has 56 pitches through 3. Pitch on the way to Kiersey is in there for a called strike 1. Count is 1-1. 1-1 pitches on the way here from Weathers. Looks back at second. And the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Nice pitch there from Weathers. Count is now 1-2 on the way. Let's see if Weathers can go back to that off speed. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way from Weathers. He sets and fires, and the 1-2 is just off the plate. He tried with the sweeper, and Kiersey held up. Count is now even 2-2. 2-2 pitches on the way. Weathers looks back at second, and now kicks and fires. The pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Beautiful sweeper there from Weathers. Gets Kiersey Jr. looking. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and that will bring up top of the lineup Mauricio Dubon.
Evan, what time's your WBC call?
8 p.m. tonight. First pitch on the way here to Dubon. Weathers kicks and deals, and the first pitch misses off the plate outside. Count is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Dubon, who was 1 for 2 today. Solo home run back in the first. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Weathers delivers the 1-0, and this one is down low in the dirt. Count is 2-0. 2-0 on Dubon. Braves have runners on first and second with 1 out. In the bottom of the fourth inning, they lead 4-1, scoring all their runs in the bottom of the first. Weathers ready to fire the 2-0 pitch. He kicks and deals, and the pitch is in there for a called strike at the top of the strike zone. Count is now 2-1. 2-1 pitch on the way here from Weathers. Weathers kicks and deals, and the pitch just misses off the plate. But it looks like Henry's going to challenge this one. It was a sweeper that maybe caught the outside corner. Let's see. And the pitch determined was
No
to
chance
be a
in hell
ball.
I caught the outside corner.
Yeah, Henry made it look like it was closer than it appeared. But as it says in a car door mirror, objects are always appearing closer than they appear. They look closer than they appear. So that is a 3-1 count now on Dubon. 3-1 pitch on the way. Weathers fires, and the fastball's in there for a called strike. Count is now 3-2 on Dubon. 3-2 pitch on the way here. Yankees have no more challenges left. And Weathers will step off here. We'll take a timeout. Dubon takes his timeout. Now he steps back into the box. Weathers is ready to fire the 3-2. Weathers looks back at second. And now kicks and deals. The pitch is fouled away. That was a center cut fastball. That was fouled away by Dubon. The count remains full 3-2. So the 3-2 pitch is on the way. Braves lead the Yankees 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. All right, Weathers ready to fire the 3-2. Looks back at second and now kicks and deals. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Weathers recording his second strikeout of the inning, and looks like his day will be over as Aaron Boone comes out and takes the ball from him. He bounced back after a 4-run bottom of the first, allowing no runs through 3 innings there. And he'll come out. We'll have a pitching change.
Well, he got it together after the first inning. Looked pretty solid. Working a lot of his secondary pitches and not relying so much on the fastball.
Mm-hmm. Good adjustments.
Those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated.
And Kelly Austin will come in to replace Ryan Weathers.
No idea who the hell that guy is.
Right-handed pitcher. Maybe he's from minor league camp. He hasn't made any appearances. Actually, he made one appearance. He pitched a third of an inning. Did not allow a run, no strikeouts, 0-0 win-loss record, and a 0.00 whip. So we'll see how he fares out coming into the bottom of the fourth inning as the Braves lead 4-1. Braves have runners on first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Up to bat for Atlanta now is Ozzie Albies, the second baseman. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He doubled back in the first and scored Atlanta's second run on the day from an Austin Riley single. Here comes the first pitch on the way from Austin. He fires, and the first pitch misses outside. Count is 1-0. 1-0 count here on Albies. Here comes the 1-0 pitch.
Wow.
Austin kicks and deals, and the pitch is swung on and grounded foul.
This fastball is coming in at 91 miles an hour.
Okay. Let's see how that plays out. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way. Austin ready to fire. He turns back and looks back at the runner at second base. Farmer is back in there. Nobody covering second. Regular depth for the infield here with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch is on the way. Austin looks back at second, now kicks and fires. Pitch is swung on and missed by Albies. An 84-mile-per-hour speed. Count is now 1-2 on Albies. He takes his hitter's timeout. And we'll do the 1-2 pitch momentarily. 1-2 on the way. Austin deals. Pitches swung on and grounded weakly to second. And right there is Ornelas. He throws to first in time. For the third out of the inning, the Braves surrender 2 runners on base. They don't score. They lead 4-1. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning, and we'll hand this one back off to Ken.
Are you checking out right now, or you got time for a little bit more?
I can go one more inning.
Okay.
So I'll hang around here for the 5th, and then I'll head off. Got to get ready for tonight's game.
Yes, sir. I definitely understand that.
Got to pick up Jason from school. It's been a busy day so far, but a good productive day. Thank you, Ken, for allowing me to come on and call some innings.
Oh, that's not a problem. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
But I tell you what, since you're going to be hopping out after this one, go ahead and call the 5th. So
Sure.
you get a break.
Thank you. And you're always welcome on WBC game tonight, especially because you served in our military. You're always welcomed on the show. And during the game, if you'd like to come on and call some innings, we'd greatly appreciate that.
You and your brother have that underhand. And I guess you guys have.
Yes. Myself, Jason, and Chef Nick tonight on the call for WBC Team USA against Team Canada. Developed sort of a rivalry over the past couple of years with the Four Nations tournament in hockey as well as the Winter Olympics. But now we're doing it baseball style.
And it looks like Rysel Iglesias is coming in to replace Dylan Dodd. All right. I'm going to step away from the mic real quick. Be back shortly.
No problem. So Rysel Iglesias replaces Dylan Dodd on the mound. Looks like he's going to be their closer this year, getting some work in here in the top of the 5th. Oswaldo Cabrera will step up to bat here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Cabrera is fouled away. Count is 0-1. Good afternoon, Michael. And yes, below, DR does play Korea at 6:30 p.m. tonight. 0-1 pitch is on the way. Cabrera hits this one in the air to shallow left field. Out goes Riley, and he can't make the play as it lands in foul territory. So the count is now 0-2 on Cabrera. O2 pitch is on the way here from Iglesias. Here comes the 0-2 on the way. Iglesias sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled away. Count remains 0-2 on Cabrera. Braves lead this one 4-1 over the Yankees today in the top of the 5th. 0-2 pitch is on the way from Iglesias. Iglesias sets and fires, and the pitch is a high fastball that misses up and in. Count is now 1-2 on Oswaldo. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way from Iglesias. Iglesias, the righty, sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded in the middle of first and second. Right there is Olsen. He flips over to Iglesias, who's covering first in time for the first out of the top of the 5th inning. So one out here in the top of the 5th inning. That will now bring up Jonathan Ornelas up to hit. Ornelas is 0 for 1 today. He steps into the box. First pitch on the way from Iglesias. Kicks and fires. And the pitch is in there for a called strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Ornelas. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Ornelas. Iglesias kicks and fires. Pitch is swung on and missed. 91 mile per hour changeup there gets Ornelas to swing and miss. Count is now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch on the way from Iglesias. He kicks and fires, and the pitch is right in there. Called strike 3 on Ornelas. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. So Ornelas strikes out for the second out of the top of the 5th inning. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody on base. Braves lead 4-1. That will bring up Ernesto Martinez Jr. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Martinez, and he swings and misses over an 81-mile-per-hour slider. Down low in the dirt. Count is now 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way here from Iglesias. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and Martinez swings and misses on an outside changeup. And Iglesias is up 0-2 on the count already. He's making these Yankee hitters look silly. 0-2 pitch on the way from Iglesias. And this one is swung on and missed. A 95-mile-per-hour fastball gets Martinez to swing and miss, and he strikes out. So a quick inning of work for Iglesias. If it wasn't for Oswaldo grounding out in his first at bat at the top of the 5th, then that would have been a strikeout the side inning, but nope. He gets 2 strikeouts in that inning, makes quick work of Ornelas, and Martinez will go to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees down 4-1 to Atlanta.
Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Matt Olson, Austin Riley, and Mikey Stremski. Thank you for everybody who has stopped in and listened to a little bit of play-by-play this afternoon. We appreciate your support. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the YankeeMania family or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Nancy. So, yep, coming up for Atlanta, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, and Mikey Stremski. We'll see if Kelly Austin remains on the mound.
Only those of you hopping in the stream. The Braves lead to the Yankees today 4-1. Ryan Weathers got solidly in the first inning, gave up all 4 runs. Matter of fact, they batted around. Then he locked him down for the next few innings.
Yes.
And I'll kick this one back to Evan. They're back to the game.
So the new pitcher in for the Yankees is Giovanni Cruz. He's a right-handed pitcher, and he's not made any appearances so far in spring training. This is his first outing in spring training. First pitch on the way from Cruz is in there for a called strike on a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Count is 0-1.
Young lad has a little bit of giddy up in that fastball.
Yep. The 0-1 pitch is way inside. On Olsen, count is now 1-1. Let's see if he can control it. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way. Cruz fires, and the 1-1 pitch is down low. Count is now 2-1 on Olsen. Two 2-1 pitch on the way here from Cruz. 2-1 pitch. Cruz sets and fires. And the cutter is in there for a called strike. Count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Cruz. He delivers, and the pitch is down low. Count is now full 3-2. 3-2 pitch on the way. Cruz sets and fires. Pitches swung on and missed by Olsen. An 89-mile-per-hour slider there, or cutter, gets him to swing and miss. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's very hard to tell the difference between cutter and the fastball, or cutter and the slider.
That was a cutter.
Yeah. First pitch on the way here to Riley is in there for a called strike 1 on a 101-mile-per-hour fastball. Count is 0-1 here on Riley. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Cruz steals, and the slider is swung on and missed. Good location there. From the plate to the outside corner. Count is now 0-2. 0-2 pitch on the way here to Riley. Cruz fires, and the fastball's in there for a called strike 3. 102 miles per hour. Looking like Carlos Agrange from the other day. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yes, you're right, Bill. Raleigh does play third base for the Braves.
So 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cruz has struck out Matt Olson as well as Austin Riley. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Yastrzemski, and the slider is in there for a called strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Mike. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Cruz deals, and that cutter misses down low in the dirt. Count is now even 1-1. One here on Yastrzemski. Cruz ready to fire the 1-1 pitch. He delivers, and the pitch is high. Count is now 2-1 on Yastrzemski. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Cruz kicks and deals, and the fastball misses low below the knees. Count is now 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch on the way from Cruz. He kicks and deals, pitches fouled away. A 100-mile-per-hour. So we'll do the 3-2 pitch momentarily here in the bottom of the 5th. Cruz has struck out Matt Olson and Austin Riley for the first 2 outs in the 5th. 3-2 pitch on the way here to Yastrzemski. Here comes the 3-2. Cruz kicks and deals, and the pitch is swung on and lined in the air to right field. For right there is Oswaldo Cabrera to make the catch. That'll do it for the Braves in the bottom of the 5th inning. No base runners left, and they don't score. Braves lead 4-1. We'll go to the 6th inning, as that'll do it for me today. Appreciate everybody hanging out in the stream. Thank you to Ken and Joe for setting this up. I'll see everybody later on tonight for the WBC matchup, Team USA against Team Canada.
No problem. Thank you for hopping into the stream today, Evan. Appreciate the support, and we will definitely be checking you out doing the play-by-play in the WBC tonight. Have a good afternoon, and we will talk to you later.
Have a great day, everybody.
And for those of you who are just hopping in, we are headed to the top of 6. Braves lead the Yankees 4-1. Yankees have Peyton Henry, Trent Grisham, and Max Schumann coming up to bat in the top of 6. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. And if you are a member, make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you know every time we are live and not Memorex. So I'm going to bring Joe up to do a scoreboard update. Welcome, Joe. What do you know?
Oh, I can. That was fast. How you doing? Cruz, I was looking at every one of those pitches. Impressive. Where did he come from? Very
Everybody
impressive.
that he's an A-level ball player.
Wow. Just quickly, Toronto Blue Jays 2-1, bottom 4, lead the Twins. The Rays lead the Red Sox 2-1, bottom 5. The Orioles and the Phillies are tied 3-3, top of the 5th. And we all know that the Braves are leading the Yankees 4-1, going to at the end of 5. So that's your scoreboard for now. And take it away, Ken.
All right. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate the support. We're 2 pitches deep into the inning against Henry. The count is 1-1. Robert Suarez has come in to relieve Iglesias. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball inside. Count is 2-1. And this ball is lined foul. The right fielder is going to slide into the wall and not make the play. Count is evened at 2-2. And Henry steps back into the box. Suarez sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. That's the first out in the top of 6. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. And the first pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Grisham is 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and this is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. Welcome back, SGA. And Suarez sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Changeup was low and away. Count is 1-2 on Grisham. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham waves at a changeup off the plate. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Max Schumann. 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a double and a run scored. The only Yankee run scored, as a matter of fact. So Suarez is looking to strike the side out. Max Schumann digs in. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Suarez sets and fires, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone. Recall strike two. I think that one was a little bit low, but the Yankees are out of challenges. Schumann's just going to have to deal with it. Pitch is on the way, and this one is lined up the middle. Albies is going to field it and shoot it to first. Or actually, it's Tavares. Tavares replaced Albies. Shoots it to Olsen to record the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the sixth. Coming in the bottom of the sixth is going to be for the Braves is Jonah Heim, Kyle Farmer, and Azakar. Well, SGA, hope you have fun and get all the pictures and autographs that you want at the Giants Fan Fest at Oracle Park tomorrow. Game is cruising by fairly quick. Going to the bottom of the seventh, and we've had about an hour and a half in the streams. A lot of strikeouts. Drop a comment and let me know what you're thinking about today's game. And hey Jay, welcome to the stream. Well, that's going to be a good time, Jay. This year, I'm going to get to see the Yankees play in Philadelphia, taking in a couple of games there. Camden Yards is not too far from my home, so we will take in at least 3 games at Camden Yards. And the Yankees are playing the Nationals. I'll get to go to see them play in Washington. And I try to catch a game in New York every year. So not sure what the availability is going to be, but would like to do that. And let's see. The first couple of second pitch, and the count is 0-2. Hamill is pitching today. The next pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to the third baseman. Fired to Martinez, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. Actually, Jay, the Yankees are playing in Arizona this year. My son John is a huge Diamondbacks fan, and he's trying to talk me into flying out there to catch the 3-game set. And Hamill's first pitch is inside for ball one. Count is 1-0 on Farmer. And Hamill sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is going to be just off the plate. The 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is now 2-0. Well, that's good to hear, Michael. Appreciate it. And Hamill sets, and this pitch is on the way. It is fouled straight back. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a changeup down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Hamill sets and fires, and this ball is bounced up the middle, and it's going to make it into center field for a base hit. For those of you just hopping in the stream, the score is 4-1 Braves. We are in the bottom of the sixth, and Farmer just got a hit. There is a runner at first with one out. And the first pitch to Azakar is a swinging strike. Count is 0-1. And Hamill sets and fires, and this one is chopped into right field past a diving new second baseman. I don't know who it is. So the Braves are going to have runners at first and second with one out. And Hamill sets and fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on and Hamill sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball up off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Kearsley is up to bat, 0-2 on the day with a strikeout. And Hamill sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And Hamill sets and fires, and that sweeper is down low. Count is now 3-1. Hamill sets, and this one is flat foul, and that is right down the third base line. That hits the chalk. So that is going to be an RBI double for Kersey. Braves jump out to a 5-1 lead on the Yankees. Yep. When they lose the close look at it, hits the chalk. You can see the chalk flying. Good hit. Coming up to bat is Mauricio Dubon. He is 1-for-3. He led the game off with a first inning home run. He struck out the two subsequent at-bats. 1-for-3. And Hamill sets and fires, and the Fastball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Hamill sets and fires, and the fastball is just a bit outside. Count is evened at 1-1. And Hamill sets and fires, and the sweeper is inside, almost hits the batter. Count is now 2-1. And Hamill sets and fires, and the pitch is just off the plate. Count is now 3-1. Hamill sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 4. So the bases are going to be juiced full of Braves. It is 1 out, and Taveras is coming up to bat. And Hamill sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate once again. Count is 1-0. And Hamill sets and fires, and this is chopped down the third base line, and it's going to be foul. Count is 1-1. Taveras is back in the box. Count is 1-1. Hamill sets and fires, and this one is sliced into right field, and this is going to drop in front of Duke Ellis, and another run is going to score. It is now 6-1 Braves, and the bases are still loaded. Coming up to bat is Matt Olson, 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And Hamill sets, and the sweeper is actually there's a curveball. The curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Well, Jay, it could be. And the next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is just a bit low. Count is evened at 1-1. Hamill checks on the runner at second, and the pitch is chopped up the middle. It is a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning, but not before the Braves score 2 in the bottom of 6 to bring the lead to 6-1. Coming up for the Yankees in the top of the 7th is going to be Cody Bellinger, Randall Grichuk, and Ryan McMahon. They're combined 1 for 6 on the afternoon. So this has been a sleeper of a game thus far. Yankees haven't really shown any offense. Pitching has been mediocre at best. Ryan Weathers dug us in a hole from the first inning, so trying to dig our way back out. Honestly, Michael, I do not know. If he does, he only has one option left. I've already set my my predictions for the starting five and the bullpen. Ryan Weathers happens to be one of my thoughts for the bullpen. I think if Weathers stops leaning so heavily on his fastball and mix it in with his breaking stuff, that it'll be okay. Yeah, no doubt, Jay. Bellinger is 1 for 2 on the day. Looks like Garrett Bummer is coming in to take the helm. He's another left-hander. First pitch to Bellinger is in there for a call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Bummer sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the outside portion of the plate for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Bummer sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is now 2-2. Bummer sets and fires, and the fastball is down low and away. Count is now full, 3-2. Bummer sets, and the pitch is chop foul. Count is going to remain full. Bummer sets and fires, and the pitch is wow. It is called strike three. It was up, definitely looked in, but the Yankees cannot challenge because we lost our challenge 2 innings ago. So that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Randall Grichuk, and the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Bummer sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike one. Count is even at 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper stays way off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Grichuk. Hubbard sets, and he fires, and he paints the outside corner with a fastball. Count is now even at deuce. What color is your goose? Pitch is on the way, and it is hammered foul down the third base line. And I am switching out of Yankee spring training mode back into Navy mode. Count is 2-2. And how do you do? And the pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to the shortstop, who fires across the diamond to the first baseman, wisely to Olson for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. And it looks like the first baseman is now Jordan Groshabs. And the first pitch is on the way, and the curveball is inside. McMahon is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And the pitch is on the way, and this is slapped into left field. And the outfielder is waiting on it to make the play. That is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of 7. Coming up in the bottom of 7 is going to be Conley, Hicklin, and Heim. So today has not been the best of days for our New York Yankees. However, the sun will come out tomorrow. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. Programming note at 8 p.m. this evening on YankeeMania, Evan, his brother Jason, and Chef Nick will be calling the first game of the quarter round finals of the World Baseball Classic. Team USA facing off against Team Canada. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is lined into right field. And it looks like there are a bunch of substitutions for the Yankees. Kennedy Corona is going to take over for Grisham in center field. Garrett Martin is going to take over at third base for Max Schumann. Tyler Hardiman is going to take over first base for Cody Bellinger. Jonathan Ornelas is going to be playing shortstop. And the first pitch is skied down the right field line foul. And Yorbit Vivas will be in playing second base. Hamill is at 29 pitches on the afternoon. Pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball that paints the inside corner. Yeah, that's what I thought, Bill. I figured he had one. And the next pitch is sky to center field. And Corona is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Hicklin is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a sweeper that is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Hamill sets and fires, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Up to bat is Jonah Heim. Pitch is on the way. It is down, and the runner is taking off to second. And Connolly is gunned down at second for the out. And the pitch was down low, so the count is now 2-1 on Heim. There are two outs. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is going to ride inside. Count is now 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to center field. Corona is charging, and he's going to make the play for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Braves in the bottom of 7. If you haven't, like, share, and subscribe the channel. If you are not a member of the YankeeMania or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. And if you are a member, please make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you know when we are live and not Memorex. Today on YankeeMania at 8 p.m., they're going to be calling the first game of the quarterfinals for Team America or Team USA facing off against Team Canada. So it should be an exciting game. Evan, his brother Jason, and Chef Nick will be on the call for that game, so I recommend hopping in and checking it out. Coming up to bat in the top of the 8th for the Yankees is going to be Short, Vivas, and Martinez. And it looks like defensive substitution for the Braves. Chadwick Trump is coming in to relieve Jonah Heim behind the dish. Those of you just hopping in the stream, the score is 6-1 Braves. Going to the top of the inning, and Zach Short is coming up to bat for his first at-bat of the game. Bummer is back on the bump, and the first pitch is in there. Be called strike one. There are no challenges left for the Yankees. They blew two of them fairly early in the game. Next pitch for Hummer is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on short. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Short is down. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Coming up to bat is pinch hitter Bryce Martin Grizzlonic. He'll be replacing Yorbid Vivas. And it looks like they have a mound visit going on. They're still in this interview, don't know what the hell they're doing. And it looks like Riley Frey is going to be coming in to replace Aaron Bummer. And Frey, another left-handed pitcher, is in. He sets and fires, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 to Grizzlonic. Frey sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Frey sets and fires, and the fastball is way off the plate. Count is 2-1. Frey sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call, strike 3. Grizzlonic is retired looking. Yes, he did. He is the son of, actually, he might actually be a grandson of a former major leaguer. Frey sets and fires, and the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. Correct, Mark Grizzlonic. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 1-1. And Frey sets, and the ball is bounced to the infield. The second baseman is going to fall on his can with the ball. That is going to be an infield hit. So the Yankees have a runner at first base with 2 outs. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike 3. The Corona goes down on strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Kennedy. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Farmer, Gompia, and Moshes. Rally time. Well, I'm not so sure that one's going to happen, Nancy. This goose appears to be cooked. Thank you all for taking time to listen to a little bit of baseball here on this Friday the 13th. Should have known that it wasn't going to be a good day. However, it is what it is. Yep, Nancy, eternal faith. It's not over till it's over. Hell, they're putting people in the game that are pitching I've never heard of. And I track the minor leagues pretty staunchly, so thank you for all the troopers that have hung on to this game, because I most definitely appreciate it. It sure is boring calling the game to yourself. So hence, thank you. And it looks like Osvaldo Bido is going to come in to replace Hamill. The first pitch is on the way, and it is into the pinch hitter. Zabrowski is pinch hitting for Farmer. And the next pitch is a sweeper that is down low and away. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is chopped foul down the first base line. The bat is shattered, so Zabreski is heading back to the dugout to get a new piece of lumber. Count is 1-2. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Bido. And Bido sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is chop to the second baseman, who fields it cleanly and fires to first to record the third out, or the first out of the inning. And Beto sets and fires, and the slider is inside. Count is 1-0. Beto sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Or 2-0. And the pitch is lined softly to the shortstop, who's going to make the play, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Macias is coming up to bat. There are 2 outs with nobody on. And Beto sets and fires, and the first pitch is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Beto sets, and the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Beto sets and fires, and the fastball is inside. Count is 2-1. Beto sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 3-1. Beto sets and fires, and that pitch is down low for ball 4. So the Braves are going to have a runner with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Wisely. Beto sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered into right field. And Macias is rounding second, heading to third. So the Braves are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Macias has to go back and get his helmet because the damn thing flew off as he was rounding second. And Tavares is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. And Beto sets and fires, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-0. And Beto sets, pitches on the way, and this one is chopped foul straight back into the catcher. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Beto sets and fires, and the changeup is low and away. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Vito sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is slapped into right field. That's going to plate another run. So the score is now 7-1 Braves. So the Braves still have runners at the corner. Groshans is coming up to bat. He's not had an official bat today. And the first pitch is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is inside. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. It is 1-2. Hey, batter, hum, batter, swing. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for a call, strike three. And thank God that is going to do it for the Braves in the bottom of the eighth. Coming up in the top of the ninth is going to be Ali Sanchez, Duke Ellis, and Hardiman. So thank you, everybody, for hopping in the stream today. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the YankeeMania or Yankees The Ugly Truth families, please consider subscribing to one and the same. If you are not, or if you already are a member, please make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you know every time that we are live and it's not Memorex. Tonight at 8 p.m. on YankeeMania, Joe is going to be hosting the first game of the quarterfinals for Team America, who will be facing off against Team Canada. Evan, Jason, and Chef Nick will have the call for tonight's game. So I recommend hopping on, listening to a little bit of baseball, and hitting a like and dropping a comment. Support is most appreciated. And it looks like there's going to be a pitching substitution for the Braves. Ian Mejia is coming in to replace Riley Frey. And for those of you that don't know, we are in the top of the ninth. The Braves lead the Yankees 7-1. We are back in the broadcast, but they are running some Braves propaganda for making some more money for their team. And Matias sets, and the first pitch is hammered into right field by Sanchez. So that is a leadoff single for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is I don't know who. But the first pitch for Mejia is up and is going to bounce away from the catcher. So Sanchez is going to take second base. So the Yankees now have a runner at second with nobody out. He sets and fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is 2-0. He checks on the runner at second base. The ball is a sweeper in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. Or it count is 2-1. Excuse me. At bat is Duke Ellis. And the pitch is going to plunk Ellis. That's going to put Yankees at first and second with nobody out. Well, it looks like Yorbid Vivas is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off down the third base side. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Mejia sets, checks on the runner at second, and the pitch is low. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered down the first base line. Count is still deuce. And Vivas takes a step out of the box. And the pitch is behind Vivas. And it is going to go all the way to the backstop. So the runners are going to advance to second and third. So the count is full. And the pitch is Chop foul straight back, and it is going to remain full. And the pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball 4. So the bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees. And it looks like Hardiman is coming up to bat. And the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Mejia sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. He sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is even at deuce. What color is your goose? Situational hitting here. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered through the left side. 1 run is going to score, and that is going to make 2 runs are going to score. And it's going to close the gap to 7-3 Braves. Yankees have runners at first and second still. And I think the hitter is Ornelas. He sets and fires, and the fastball is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven to left field. This one is going, and gone. That is a 3-run shot by Ornelas, and the score is 7-6. That got out of here in a hurry. That was a slider that was sitting up, and Ornelas tattooed that ball. And it looks like Mejia is going to get the hook put on him. Damn it. So, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And it looks like Blade Abieta is coming in to replace Ian Mejia. And Abieta is on the bump. And the pitch from Abeta is chop foul. Count is 0-1. And it looks like Cobb is up to bat. Not sure exactly who he is. And the pitch is on the way. And this is chopped over to the first baseman. He is going to flip to Abeta to record the first out of the inning. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is way off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on wildly and missed. Count is 1-1. And a beta sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is fouled sharply down the third base line. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped foul straight back. Count is going to remain 2-2. In Atlanta, they're clowning the Yankee hitter. They put the picture of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters on the screen with a picture of the hitter. And the 2-2 is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three, and the Yanks are down to their final out. I don't think Game Day or the Braves know who the hell's coming up to bat because they've got Vivas batting for the third time this inning. Now they have Nick Martinez, and he is definitely not up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way. And this is skied to left center field. And that is going to drop in for a hit. So the runner at first represents the tying run. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball into shallow left center. And the left fielder is going to make the play for the third out of the game, and that does it for the New York Yankees today. Yankees go down to the Braves 7-6. I want to thank everybody for hanging in for this game. The final numbers are Braves had 7 runs on 14 hits, no errors. The Yankees had 6 runs on 7 hits, no errors. And that is going to do it for the day. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the NY YankeeMania family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is most appreciated. At 8 o'clock, tune into NY YankeeMania to listen to the USA versus Canada World Baseball Classic Game 1 of the quarterfinals. We'll end in my traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great afternoon.